Hey guys, it's Tuesday night.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday night, and we're hiding in the basement from the wife and kids. Welcome to Appletinis with Ken. I'm your host, Ken Arnold.
I'm Johnny G.
Johnny's back. I'm Dan Franco.
There you go. Woo, you got to throw that in real quick, Dan. You're Bubble Dan. Look, I can spin them on my finger. Ready? Go, Dan. Go. Go, Dan. Go.
That's the best.
Oh, my God. We're back. We're back. You know, I'm going to check some things, Dan and John. But, hey, I'm going to start out by asking you guys, how you been, Dan Franco? What you been up to? What's going on?
I'm doing good. How are you? I'm hanging in there. Just living over here in my bubble.
You're living over here in your bubble? In my bubble.
Yeah.
I'm in my bubble. My bubble, man. My bubble.
Some fun things over here that we'll talk about a little later. But actually getting the chance to act,
Oh, that's
again.
great. Yeah, you got to tell us about that.
In a while.
Yeah, you got to tell us
that's
about
awesome.
that later in the show. Oh, there we are.
Nice.
You up and running?
All right.
Awesome.
We got 6 people watching already.
Do we?
Yeah, Bubba
6.
Wheel Lock.
Bubba, hey,
My
Bubba.
son.
Thank you for joining us.
My son Johnny's on. My cousin Tommy's on. What's up, Tom?
All right, man. Start throwing some comments in, because as soon as you guys start commenting, we'll start posting them up here. I got one
Yeah.
from Bill Steffi that says, thanks for doing this.
That's
This
like a
is fun.
placeholder.
It is. It's just a
Like 10
placeholder.
years ago.
Well, we got Bill Steffi. There's Billy Joe Robinson. Let's add that to the broadcast. Oh, and it's red.
Nice.
All right. I like it. It's a red comment. And Johnny G. I drink and I know things. That's my shirt. I drink, I know things. That's right. I do drink and I do know things.
Hey,
Well-
speaking of drinking and knowing things,
Yes.
cheers, fella.
Oh, yes, sir. We didn't get our
we
drinks
didn't,
yet. Hold
we
on,
didn't
man.
fill up yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ahead of you.
I got this really cool shot I want to show you guys. Hold on. You ready? Check this out. All right. Give me 1 second, Johnny G, and then
Yeah,
you
go
go
ahead.
for it. Ready? Here we
What
go.
kind of Appletini show is it without Appletinis?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shot. Go ahead, Johnny G. Go ahead. Get it in there.
Here we go.
Oh, there they come. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Now hit the big blue one. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look, can you see my eyes behind it?
It's always about Big Blue with John, right?
Ooh,
That
big
is.
blue with
That-
Johnny G.
Big blue.
Did you get the strawberries?
What strawberries?
They're in the fridge.
Oh, I didn't see them.
Oh, we need
The
strawberries.
teeny can.
We need the teeny cam.
That's
I love
awesome, though.
it. That was a cool
What a
shot.
great effect.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to get up and I'm going to get this strawberries.
All right.
Strawberries.
Mad like a strawberry.
That's right. And look what else I got, Johnny J.
Oh, Tupperware.
I got apples.
Oh, apples, too.
Apples and strawberries. I like it. I like it. So tonight, guys, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about the Oscar nominations. We're going to talk about somebody's birthday that has been nominated for quite a few Oscars, which is pretty amazing.
He's been pretty busy over the past few years.
I know. We're going to talk about what chaps our ass, because I got a couple things to chap my ass.
Yep.
I mean, it's like a daily occurrence, I think.
No kidding.
People just chapping my
Yep.
ass. So,
But first,
Yeah.
guys,
Hi,
now
Betty.
that you're poured, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
ah, cheers. Yes,
Good to see
here's
you,
to
fella.
here's to a great show. Let's not bore people to death.
Here's to me not getting as drunk as I was last Saturday, huh, John?
Oh my goodness, you had a rough one.
Oh, boy.
Whew.
I threw up 8 times the next day.
Oh,
I haven't.
Yeah, it was bad.
I haven't been overserved like that. in
Thank
quite
God
some
my
time.
son was with me because he took care of me.
Good.
It was bad.
What are you drinking, Billy Joe? I see you got your drink.
Ah,
There we
looks
go.
like a bourbon, mate. Is that a wine glass or a...
I don't know. Yeah, look a little
wine
winey.
glass.
Let me move that down a little bit. I'll put it right in between me and you, Johnny G. So it's not over top of us. Here we go. All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into our favorite segment here on the show. I hope everybody's got a good chaps your ass.
I do. I think I do.
So, all right, here we go. Are you guys ready?
let's do it.
What chaps your ass? All right, here we go. I'm going to let you go first this week there, Dan Franco.
I'm going
Jump
for
right
okay.
in.
So I'm jumping a little bit ahead because we're going to talk Oscars in a little bit. I'm talking about some Oscar snubs that chapped my ass.
Okay.
I'm a little disappointed. A little disappointed that Tick Tick Boom didn't get a Best Picture nomination.
That's true.
little disappointed that Lin-Manuel Miranda didn't get a directing nomination. That movie was incredibly well directed, and that was his first time directing a movie. So he came out of the gate and hit a grand slam.
Was it? Didn't he do In the Heights, or he wrote In the Heights?
No, he wrote In the Heights.
Yeah. Okay.
John Chu directed that. So
All right.
It's his directorial debut. So, but more than any of them, I'm pissed off. I'm ass chapped to hear.
I know what you're gonna say, but
That No Way Home got nothing.
oh, didn't it get one? It got one.
Did it get one?
I think
No,
effects.
I missed it. I didn't see that. But
Yeah, it got one. Effects.
I was actually holding on to hope that this might have been the MCU one that broke through and got into one of those 10 best picture slots.
Dan, that's been a pet peeve of mine and chapped my ass for quite some time because the Harry Potter movies were so fantastic. And you would think they would have won or been nominated for more Oscars than they were.
At least one of them.
Yeah, and none of them were. You know, I mean, they were for special effects and things like that, but there were some good performances. There was some great writing. There was some great editing, cinematography, all of that.
Music.
We talked about it last week. No Way Home. That you look at any other Oscar Best Picture. It had the sacrifice, it had the loss, it had the redemption, it had all the elements. It had great performances, it had great actors, it had great direction. There's no reason other than people just being head up their ass, about comic book movies. There's no reason that shouldn't have been in the discussion. It carried the film industry this year.
Oh, absolutely.
It's something like, last I saw, it's like 25 million behind catching Avatar for all time.
Yeah,
wow.
So it's crazy.
The industry owes that movie for still having theaters to go to.
Now, and I think we should talk about this on another show, but your top Marvel movies of all time, your top 3. You know what I mean? Because that one jumps right up in there. And is it the best? I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
We got to argue about it later. So you'll have to see it first.
I will have to see it.
And then after he sees it, then we'll do that show. We'll talk about it then. All right. So you got anything else?
Well, Bubba, can you pull up Bubba's comment there?
Sure. Let me see. I do not like the new name. Yeah, I don't think anybody does.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a pin in that one. But yes, Bubba, that chaps my ass as well. We can get to that a little later.
I love it. The Commodores. How could you go wrong with the Commodores?
I know. Lionel Richie's going to make his appearance singing the national anthem. All right, Johnny G, get to it, man.
All right. What chaps my ass? So the Olympics are on right now. And I just don't really agree with all of these people participating for other countries.
Okay.
I don't like it.
All right. I don't know because I haven't watched a minute of
well,
it. But okay.
There's a snowboarder who won the gold.
She
was born and raised in San Francisco, California.
Okay.
Won the gold for China. I have a problem with that.
Well,
I don't know. Am I old-fashioned?
That's been happening for a long time.
I know, but it just doesn't make sense. You know,
we've got like when Italy hosted back in God, I can't remember when, but not a long time ago. Italy hosted, and a bunch of American hockey players went there because they didn't have enough hockey players to field a team.
Right.
So, if you have what is it? Citizenship by blood, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony Laporto, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, he's in. And
my cousin Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
There's Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Awesome. Well, she won the gold, Johnny. So I think she would have made our Olympic team.
Yeah,
she would have made it.
She would have definitely made
the gold.
Yeah.
That was the big air. Did you watch that last night?
It was insane.
They go backward down the hill, up the ramp, and then they corkscrew and the one girl from the U.S. hit hard.
She did hit hard.
Really
you know, it's funny watching that, the way they sit and wait at the top of the hill. Like, there's no way I could do that. I would slide down my ass the whole hit the ramp, bust my bone. I couldn't do it. No way.
I'd hit the ramp.
Yep.
I did that once. We were up at Wisp with our friend Chester, who has been a friend of the show, and we were racing, which is a very bad idea.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
That's mistake number one. And we were racing, and like my right boot or my right ski was bouncing, and I looked down, tried to figure out why, and it's because there was no ski there. It was my boot just bouncing off the snow. My ski came off 100 meters back, whatever.
Hit you in the face.
The second I realized that my ski was gone, I guess when I looked down, I dipped enough that my foot caught. It spun me backwards. So now I'm on one ski skating backward down the hill. And my friend, the other friend that was with us, he just kind of pulled up and he just kind of looked at me and went, "You're screwed.
That's fantastic.
Can't help you. You're gonna die."
That's Charlie Bunce,
Charlie,
thank
what's
you.
up?
What's up, buddy, man? Haven't heard from you in quite some time, man. Thanks for joining us. And Kurt Howard, I don't know if this is true. If you add gyno stirrups to a luge, you will actually get enough aero lift to become airborne.
Boy.
It's physics. I'm
I'd
not
like to
sure
see
that's possible.
I'd like to see it. Maybe not the men's luge, but
maybe we should go out and try that. We'll put some gyno stirrups on a luge, and we'll get going down with our legs out and see if we take off.
that's a pretty crazy sport. Do you see how fast they go? It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
That is pretty ridiculous. All right,
Ken, you're up.
All right. Oh God. I mean, what? There's so many different things that I could go to. I mean, it's ridiculous. But it's a lot of times it just goes back to just people driving.
Yeah.
Especially in my neighborhood. The people who drive in my neighborhood, it really chaps my ass. I mean, it's ridiculous to the point that I was coming home today. There's a guy almost stopped in his car driving in front of me about 5 miles an hour. And he's right in the middle of the road. And he's just driving 5 miles an hour. The speed limit's 25, right? Mm-hmm. I get you're moving, right? But you're only doing 5, And I beat the horn, like, hey! Didn't care.
They
Still
don't
drive
care.
5 miles an hour.
They don't care. They're the only people on the road.
Right down the middle of the road. Okay. 5 miles an hour. That ain't just so. The people who drive in my neighborhood really, and we've just had so much fun in our neighborhood lately on the Hillsmere Shores page. Facebook page has been outstanding. Yep. That chaps my ass because it gets me fired up.
Yeah.
They were having arguments over the deer population in Hillsmere because every year they have hunters come in and cull the population a little bit, so because they're starving, there's no food,
right?
So you can't have an overpopulated, deer herd.
Plus, they destroy all the vegetation around our houses,
and there's nothing left for the other animals. And this lady came on and she was like, "No, they can't kill all the deer. The deer need to be safe. You better not let your pets go outside, and you need to stay indoors."
Yeah,
and this guy comes on, one of my neighbors, and he's hilarious. And he's like, "Well, unless your pets are disguised as deer and they're running around Quiet Waters Park, I think they're safe."
Yeah, they're okay.
Or if you're disguised as a deer running around Quiet Waters Park, I think you're safe.
Do you remember the one thing on Hillsmere Facebook a few months ago where a gentleman suggested that everybody should mow their lawns on Sundays only?
Yes. This guy, no, he said, and then there was another guy who came on and said that nobody should be allowed to do any kind of work, yard work or anything, before noon on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And everybody was like, okay,
yeah.
Now I want to go out. And where's this guy live? Because I'm going to volunteer to cut everybody's lawn.
His yard.
Yeah. I'm going to volunteer to mow everybody's lawn around his house on Sunday morning. I'm there. It gets ridiculous.
It does get ridiculous.
So, but if people driving in this neighborhood, it chaps my ass.
Yep.
So it's crazy.
It is. And especially with the snow we've had.
I know.
Forget about it.
And let me tell you something, John. These Appletinis are really damn good.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time, I'm making them.
Holy hell,
they're pretty good.
This guy made one hell of an appletini tonight.
Nice.
Mine's good too.
It looks good.
It looks good.
It looks smooth.
It looks smooth.
I got to slow play it. Last time we did this, I got I got a little loose, a little fast, so I'm gonna.
Hey, that happens.
Slow it down.
That happens here on Appletinis.
All right, Charlie Bunce has a quick question, and don't get hung up on it, Dan, but it's for you. You ready? Here it comes. Have you been watching Euphoria?
I've not been watching it yet. It's on my list, but I haven't dove in.
Yeah, that's the one with MJ. What's her name?
Zendaya.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet either, but I will check it out.
The one that I'm catching up on right now was still Ozark. I just got to season 3.
It's great.
Wait till the end of season
2.
3.
There was a character that I hate, and I thought we were finally going to get rid of this character, and we did not get rid of this character.
Which one?
I don't know. Well, I'm far enough behind that everybody else should.
Yeah, everybody else is caught up.
You're just the hillbilly wife.
Oh yeah.
I hate Dolores, and I thought he was going to kill her, and she turned it on him, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, she's so terrible, right?
It gets better.
It does get better. Her character gets crazy.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be fun.
The last episode of season 3 is gonna blow your mind.
You're just gonna be like, what the hell?
The new season started, right?
Yeah, I've been watching.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Love it.
And I really liked. I liked the guy. I can't think of his name, but he was the old man in Westworld too. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So I was bummed to
the guy that lived downstairs. The old dude?
He was great too.
Yeah,
but Dolores' husband that she poisoned.
Oh yeah.
Lou Hornback. Zendaya was a kicker for the Birds.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was actually. Yeah.
Zendaya. Oh, that's hilarious. So, moving on from our what chaps our ass, because but this Appletini's making my ass feel a little bit better. I like that.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah. So, my ass is not as chapped as it once was.
No.
We're averaging 12 people. We need to get like 1 billion people.
Yeah.
So how do we do that? How do we
become? Hey, real quick, everybody that's on here, tell a damn friend.
Yeah, call a friend.
Tell a friend, and this is the perfect time, Dan Franco and Johnny G. What are we going to be doing soon, Dan Franco? Why don't you tell the people at home?
The same thing we were talking about last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, excuse me, that was a bourbon burp.
Nice.
So we're going into a I don't know if it's a switch. It's not so much a switch because we're still going to do this, but we're transitioning to or adding a podcast to the format. So we'll be doing podcasts, some audio video. The podcast will, we hope will be primarily guest driven. So we won't sit around and bore our podcast people with our Giants, Eagles, Commanders bullshit.
That was awesome.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing a podcast. It's gonna be on Spotify. It's gonna be on Apple. It's gonna be all over the podcast spaces.
We're only putting it on Spotify so I can pull it off.
Yeah, so then Dan can say, we're taking it down. That's it. We're taking it down. We're going to be pissed.
Because I'm a leftist.
You can't help that. It's a disease.
I can't.
So anyway, we're going to be all over the place, and it's going to be a podcast. Like Dan said, it's going to be guest-driven.
It's going to be cool.
And it allows us to have more guests on the show, because some of them can't do Tuesday nights or Monday nights or whatever it is we do. So we can do it on their schedule at their convenience, so we can get guests that we really want to have on the show, but we just can't have them live. So, and some people don't want to come on live. So
right.
And then you can listen to us on the treadmill or the elliptical or on your walk in your neighborhood while you're dodging the 5-mile-an-hour driver.
That son of a.
And the lawn mowing on a Thursday afternoon.
Wait till I find that.
A couple weeks ago, I had a hockey game on a Monday night, and it was one of the last. I think it was the Raiders game when Washington was playing and beating the Raiders. And I was trying to get home to catch the end of it. Came off the exit, and I go a little bit. I have like a quarter of a mile, half a mile, little stretch between the exit and the turn onto to the street that leads to my house. And this SUV was just crawling like 20 miles an hour on the road, and I came off the exit at highway speed and got behind him, and he was just right there. So I gotta flash my lights. Finally we got up and around, and he pulled over, and I beeped, and I went around him, and his sirens came on.
Oops.
That's awesome.
He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "You're in a bit of a rough night." I was like, "Yeah." I was totally just like, "Yeah, I'm totally an asshole. I'm sorry."
Like, sorry, officer.
I was like, I had played a hockey game. I'm trying to get home and catch the end of the Washington game, and and he's like, why were you right up on my ass? I was like, I thought you were going a little slow. He's like, well, I wasn't. I was like, okay.
All right. Yeah. You're right.
You're only doing
You're
20.
Right.
You know what? He was probably checking his phone.
He was.
So,
but he was going slow. He was definitely going slow, but I wasn't going to argue the point because he didn't give me a ticket. So, thank you.
Bubba wants a drink. We need to get Bubba a drink. Let's find out.
Okay.
Bubba, go to the fridge. Pull out a beer. Crack it open. Drink it.
All right. Where do we want to go next? Do we want to move into the big game?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Football.
Hold on. Look, I actually took the time and went out and got pictures. Check it out. Ready?
Nice.
Here we go. This Sunday. Sunday. Who's it going to be? Boom.
Joseph.
A game without Tom Brady.
Is it? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the Rams or the Bengals? Who you got? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I think I've got the Bengals.
Okay. You know what? I hope
Joe
it's a
Burrow's
good game.
next Tom Brady.
He might be.
He's pretty damn good.
He is
no
good.
No denying it.
But what I will say is that I hope it's a good game because I'd like to see Burrow win because of one reason. He would be within 3-year period of time, Heisman Trophy winner, national champion, and a Super Bowl champion. Yep. The first person ever to do that. That would be great. But I would also like to see Matthew Stafford win because he was in the equivalent of Siberia in the NFL for a long time. Seriously. And that's just punishment nobody deserves. Nobody at all.
Unless you're on the Browns. This is one of those
rare Super Bowls where unless you are a fan of one of those two teams specifically, you're just hoping for a good game and you're going to be happy for either side.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I think the Rams are going to win because Aaron Donald. That's why.
They've got a pretty stellar defense.
Their defense is pretty damn good.
And if Von Miller comes and he plays the type of game that he can, like he pulls one out of 4 or 5 years ago, which can happen.
Yeah.
That'll be a great game.
Yeah.
But hey, Joey franchise just proved you can sack him 9 times. He's still going to beat you.
Still win.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
That poor bastard.
Doesn't matter.
We were dying watching him get hit.
Hey, if you got any of those pools, man, where you buy a box, I'm looking to fund my next movie. I'd like to.
Hey, you got any more of them Super Bowl pools?
Super Bowl pool? Need to get in on one of them. I got to fund my next movie, man. Come on. So, otherwise, we're not making any more movies. Tony Laporto, the commercials. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the commercials. As
They've been spoiling them, though.
I know.
They've been doing that for the last couple of years.
It's ridiculous.
They release them early. Well, it is what it is. Did you just put like apple juice in the cup?
No. That was just the rest of that one.
Because it tastes like apple juice now.
The vodka is incognito.
Okay, the vodka has absorbed the apple juice.
Yep.
All right, let's see what Bubba says. Bubba says Cincinnati is going to beat down the Rams. 28-20. Low Burrow. Who's Low Burrow?
That's Joe's little brother.
Low Burrow is Joe's little brother.
It's Joe's little I can't say midget.
He's the MVP. He might be, Bubba. He might be. But
it's a good chance.
I think it's going to be a good game. As always, I love watching the Super Bowl every year.
Me too.
So, John, all these no Brady people, whatever.
Yeah, get out of here, Laporto, with your Brady. He's retired.
That's the reason you do watch.
He's bummed about it, but Johnny's not.
No.
Bye.
I'm looking forward to a Super Bowl without him.
If you get a chance, I don't know if you have ESPN Plus, but the Man in the Arena, the documentary they were doing, the 2 Giants episodes of that, they really make the first one about him and about Strahan making it his last ride, and it's really cool, and I always hate when someone's like, yeah, we blew it or we gave it away, like Brady legitimately just says, "Yeah, they beat us. They came out. They had a great plan." But at the end, the credits roll, and then he's getting up, like the end of the session. He's taking his mic. He's like, "Fuck the Giants."
Seriously,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's the ultimate in respect.
Right.
Ask me.
So OBJ will find a way to blow it. I don't think so, Dave.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna have a good game.
Yeah, I think. Well,
he's got so many targets.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the other side.
Yeah.
You gotta pick one of them, and which one are you going to double team?
His tight end.
Right? Which one are you going to take? Is Higbee playing?
Yeah, Higbee should. Should be playing. It's a
Higbee
Super
back
Bowl.
and Uzma, or I can't think of his. What's his name?
He wasn't bad. He's good. Yeah.
The Bengals, both of them
He's
had knee
playing?
sprains, and they're both back. Yep.
Wow, it didn't look like that guy was going to walk for a while.
Yeah. He. We laugh because through the playoffs, every time he catches a ball, his first move is to turn and go straight parallel to the ground, like bend over, like the number 7. It's like, this guy's going to get his neck broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
Cooper Kupp's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, but Cincinnati's got Mixon.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they're just a Chase.
Yep.
Chase is unreal, man. Come on. That guy's unreal.
D. Wayne, what's up, buddy?
D. Wade's in the house. Who dat? Who
That's
day?
what we said
It's
about,
who day, not who dat. Let's go.
Yeah, this week it's who day.
Wake up.
That's what we were saying about the Buccaneers. Like, how do you let Cooper Kupp run free when you can't let them get yardage?
Right.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
How does he get behind them like that in a close game like that? That should never happen ever. But it does apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because they did a zero blitz, and apparently not everybody got the message.
Yeah.
And I guess whoever has the green dot on the defense didn't tell everybody, and somebody let him slide.
He should have the green dot pulled from his helmet.
Yeah.
And he should have to walk the whole field in shame. I'm just saying. And everybody will yell, shame, shame, shame.
But it was another
wearing nothing but a jockstrap. That's all I'm saying.
The championship weekend was another great weekend of football.
It was
the 2 games, the 4 games the week before, and the 2 games.
Yeah,
it was
really
the best
good
2 weeks of
football
I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Yeah, the wild card weekend sucked, man. All the games.
And it seemed like the officials were letting them play too, which was nice to see.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
But still, you look at games today. Like I was watching that Joe Montana documentary.
Joe Montana?
Joe Montana. And when they played the Giants, they literally crushed him.
Yeah.
You know, the ball would be gone.
Yeah.
And like 3 seconds later, somebody would come out of nowhere and just level him.
Yeah.
And it was just like that. If you did that today in a game,
you couldn't.
You couldn't. You can't. So I will always be a Joe Montana guy. He's the greatest of all time. I understand Brady did what he did, and they went to so many Super Bowls and all. But they even made a Brady rule about you can't hit below the waist. So you just didn't play in the same type of game, right? It was if Brady got hit like that, I'm not sure he would have made it.
Yeah.
You know,
seriously.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
Joe Montana was a tough dude.
He got the crap.
That hit the Giants put on him.
Leonard Marshall and Jim Burke. 2 different years,
where they broke his hand and his back.
That was Leonard Marshall.
That was Leonard Marshall.
Leonard Marshall did that one.
I like my whole spine in the back of my knees just cringe every time I see. Even to this day, knowing it's coming, I see that and I'm like, I gotta flip.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the documentary on Peacock, the Joe Montana, Cool Under Pressure, watch it, man. I'll tell you what, I always enjoy watching the history of a master at what they do.
Yeah,
the person at the highest level. I'm going to enjoy watching the Tom Brady thing too, the Man in the Arena, because
it's really good. It's really well done.
You know, and I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a musician. I don't care if it's somebody who's an actor or a painter. I just want to watch the master and what they say and how they did it. And you know, what did they do in their life that made them stand out above everybody else? What were the things that are common among those types of people, you know, that put them at that level? You know, a talent aside, because they're all talented, right? They all have incredible talent. But on the other side of that, what made them rise to the top? Circumstances, the environment they were in, their mentality, how they treated other people, you know, that kind of a thing. It's just, you know. Yeah. And I always love watching that kind of stuff. Just
Me too.
See, you know, wow.
Yeah.
You know, and then maybe pick up a tip or two and, you know, try to be the best appletini drinker out there.
I think
I'm pretty damn good.
Yeah, we're pretty good at it.
I'm a master.
Yeah.
I've been 10,000 hours in. Woo! You heard that. 10,000 hours. All right. Brandon Troy's in the house.
In LA.
I see. What are you doing,
Thanks
man?
for the compliment. Calling us gentlemen.
Yeah, gentlemen. Hey, all right. I've been called worse.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Well, thank you, sir. Here's to you out in LA.
Yeah, here's to you.
Enjoy yourself. All right, what are you doing out there? Comic-Con or something? What's going on?
That's San Diego.
Right now?
Not right now, but
Soon.
I don't
right?
think it's soon, isn't it?
Yeah, March maybe. I don't know. It's coming up soon. All right. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Speaking of masters and people at the top of their game and
Right.
the best of the best of the best.
Good transition, Dan.
That was Ken's transition.
Oh, yeah. Good transition.
I know.
Just riding the train, man.
Are we going to go to whose birthday it was?
We have to wish a happy birthday.
That's right. Let me bring this up. Happy birthday to this fella. Boom.
Who is it, you
John
wonder?
Williams.
John Williams, the music composer for so many fantastic films.
Music master.
Yes. Go ahead,
Maestro.
Yeah, maestro.
All right. I mean, it's something great. Come on.
Yeah, you talk. I'm going to make appletinis.
All right. He's going to
Okay,
make some
well, you're
appetizers.
making appletini. I'm going to run through this just to put it in perspective because it is when you look at his whole career, it's mind blowing. You talk about Montana, Brady, Gretzky, maybe other than
Jordan. You got
other
Jordan.
than the Beatles, other than
the Beatles.
Paul McCartney. I can't think of anybody that has a resume like this guy. So, Berklee School of Music. He was a studio jazz pianist that worked with Jerry Goldsmith, Leonard Bernstein, and Henry Mancini.
Did you say pianist?
What's that?
Did you say pianist?
Pianist.
Oh, okay.
Pianist. He played piano on Henry Mancini's Peter Gunn recording. He played piano on the original West Side Story soundtrack. He was on Carousel, South Pacific, Some Like It Hot, Guns of Navarone, Great Race, Time Tunnel, and then he started working as a composer in the 50s.
On TV, right? Some of the ones he did Lost in Space, the theme, right?
Lost in Space, Gilligan's Island, General Electric Theater, Kraft Suspense Theater. So let's look at the stats. 52 Oscar nominations.
Holy
5
crap.
wins.
Right?
That's the most nominations by anybody alive. Second only to Walt Disney with 59. So he's got some time. He could get 4 more.
Yep.
He's probably going to get one for Indiana Jones coming up.
Oh my God! Look, I mean this guy's unbelievable, right? Who doesn't remember this? You ready?
Yeah.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is, and there was only 2 notes, right? You already know what it is.
Hang on, let me go through the list here, just so people understand what this guy has done since the 70s, 60s. So also 72 Grammy nominations, 25 wins, 16 BAFTA nominations, 7 wins. Which
right?
BAFTA is the British Oscars.
Yep.
All right. Composing, The Cowboys with John Wayne. That's how far back he goes. Valley of the Dolls, Oscar nomination. Goodbye, Mr. Chips, Oscar nomination. Fiddler on the Roof won the Oscar adaptation and original song score. Poseidon Adventure, Oscar nomination.
Great movie.
I love that movie.
Great movie.
I cried.
Tom Sawyer, Oscar nomination. Towering Inferno, Oscar nomination.
Oh.
Jaws,
Yep.
Oscar win.
Mm-hmm.
Midway, Star Wars, another
Hold on.
Oscar win.
Hold on. How do you not, as soon as you hear that, go?
Still, right up here.
Right?
So, 2 Oscar wins, and we're only in 77.
Mm-hmm.
Close Encounters,
Yep.
Oscar nomination. He lost to himself for Star Wars.
Okay. That sucks when you lose to yourself.
Got another-
I lose to
another
myself.
thing.
I lose to myself on a daily basis.
Right. Got another sound cue for you. Superman, Oscar nomination.
It just makes you want to sit up taller, doesn't it? Just like dun dun. I'm sorry, but Christopher Reeve is my guy. He's my Superman. He always will be. Nobody else ever.
Is he?
I don't care. Yeah, Christopher Reeve. Yeah, man. Superman
Isn't that
2
a
was
little
by
ironic,
far.
though?
What's
Right.
that?
So isn't that irony at its best?
Yeah, but he's my guy. He's my guy.
So we're still in the
I'm
70s.
with
Dracula, 1941. Empire Strikes Back, another Oscar nomination.
Hold on.
Superman
1941. If you haven't seen that movie, go see that
it's
movie.
Brilliant.
Phenomenal.
1941.
Superman 2. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Oscar nomination.
Wait!
There's more.
I love Raiders of the Lost Ark theme. Tell me it's not awesome. Ready? How do you not just get fired up when you hear these songs? It's unbelievable. Dun, 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 dun. I love it.
Johnny, your son is dark, man.
Dan,
I'm not sharing that.
He is my son.
I'm not sharing that comment.
The whole apple falling from the tree thing.
Raiders of the
All right.
Lost Ark. There he is. Richard Brett.
Raiders was an Oscar nomination. E.T. Oscar win. Return of the Jedi Oscar nomination. Temple of Doom Oscar nomination. The River Oscar nomination. Amazing Stories. Space Camp. Empire of the Sun nomination. Witches of Eastwick, another nom. Accidental Tourist, another nom. Indiana Jones Last Crusade, another nomination. We're in the 90s now. Born on the 4th of July, another Oscar
Great
nomination.
movie.
Always. Home Alone, another Oscar nomination. Hook, nomination. JFK, nomination. Far and Away, Home Alone 2. Jurassic Park, no nomination.
Yeah, Johnny, what happened there? I mean, you're supposed to be the
hell?
greatest movie of all time, but it didn't even get an Oscar nomination for the song.
What's crazy is that a lot of those were just nominations,
Yeah.
and they were that good.
All right, here's a question.
the music was
Kurt
that good.
Howard. He's the one who gave us the gynecological stirrups. Did John Williams ever do the chicken dance at a
I'm
Greek
sure
wedding?
he did. Everybody has.
Who hasn't? I have.
At
At my own Greek wedding. I was there.
That happens a lot at Italian weddings too.
Yes.
So we're into the early mid 90s now. We're about to get another Oscar. Schindler's List, Oscar win. Nixon nomination, Sleepers nomination, Jurassic Park 2, no nom. 7 Years in Tibet, Amistad nomination, Saving Private Ryan nomination, no win. Phantom Menace, The Patriot Oscar nomination. Now wait a minute.
Sounds to me like he had
The
it
Patriot
in.
got nominated, but Phantom Menace with Duel of Fates didn't get nominated? Are you fucking kidding me?
So,
Yeah,
sounds to me like
something wrong with that.
he had an in with, Spielberg.
A couple people?
Yeah, he had an in with those guys.
So the Patriot Oscar nomination, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone nomination.
What is my sister saying?
It doesn't.
Look. I just posted your comment about Grammy, you dummy.
Yeah.
Pay attention and read the comments.
Hi, Betty.
Hi, Betty.
I love you.
I'm personally ignoring you, though.
Yes,
So-
Dan's ignoring you, but
not.
I'm
You're
sharing
cool
your
to me.
comments. Chill out, you dork.
All right. Harry Potter got an Oscar nomination, the first one. Attack of the Clones did not. Minority Report, which is a great movie, shot right here, didn't get one. Brandon wants to play the Harry Potter theme. I don't think you pulled that one.
I didn't pull it. Sorry, Brandon. You can blame me.
Sure, my son can sing.
That's
it to
why
you.
we only have 11 viewers. We lost one because we didn't play the Harry Potter theme. Sorry.
Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets, Catch Me If You Can, Oscar nomination.
Great
and that
movie.
Goes back to his, it's a great movie, great score. He goes back to his jazz roots.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, nomination. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, War of the Worlds, Memoirs of a Geisha, nomination. Munich, nomination. Indiana Jones 4 and the movie we all want to forget, no nomination. Adventures of Tintin.
Crystal Skull? That's the best one.
That's a great movie, man. I liked it. I saw it in the movie theater.
I gotta say, it's not so great.
It's not. But
Adventures of Tintin, he got a nomination. Warhorse nomination. Lincoln nomination. Force Awakens nomination. The Post. Last Jedi nomination. Rise of Skywalker nomination. He's working now on Indiana Jones 5. He was a consultant on West Side Story just this year. And he wrote the Olympics
The
theme that we
Olympics
listen
theme.
to every
Yeah.
night for the last however many weeks and years. And like...
duh.
So, the guy is otherworldly, and
Seriously, just
Yeah.
the amount of pieces that he wrote that you don't even know about. Those are just the ones that he was nominated for and they were in popular movies. You don't even know half the stuff he wrote.
And those are his scores. Like each one of those has 10, 15, 20 pieces of music. And like the Force theme, the bum 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 ba-da-dum, bum, like the two sounds, like that is my favorite piece of music probably ever. Duel of Fates, jeez, I was just thinking about this earlier. All the pieces. The piece of music from Shia LaBeouf. Nice.
I'm a big Shia LaBeouf fan.
I like
Holes
the movie.
was great. So was Transformers. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. He's great.
I liked him.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a loose cannon, but I like him.
Yeah. Bubba. I know you're still here. Good. You went and got? Good. He went and got the beer. He went and got his beer. All right, you're back. Cool. Don't overserve yourself, because I'm doing that right now to myself. Or
You're
Johnny
welcome.
G is overserving me, which is fantastic.
I'd like to know what my son's drinking. Coors Light, John? Let's see this comment.
Coors Light. You're lame, dude. Did the can turn blue when you put it in the fridge? Come on!
Because that's the only way to tell if the beer's cold.
Yeah.
Right. Too bad they didn't have a meter on it to let you know if it tasted good.
Yeah, dirty water. I wash dirty dishes with that.
Seriously.
Dirty dishwater. All right, so
yeah, the guy is otherworldly. And,
seriously, he really is.
90 years old, he's still working, he's still churning out, and I feel like he just needs to put a whole bunch of music in the vault so that we can just keep having John Williams movies for the next 50 years.
Yeah, not only is he still working at 90, he's on multiple projects at 90.
Yeah.
Not just one thing.
Well, I think he said he's going to back off now.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, because he's 90.
He's done with Star Wars, and this Indiana Jones is his last Indiana Jones. Yeah. But all the Star Wars movies going forward will be Giacomo and the other composers that are coming in. I love the Mandalorian theme, man. It's and the music that they're putting in the Mandalorian and Boba Fett.
You mean the Book of Boba Fett, better known as Mandalorian Season 2?
Season 3.
Season 3, yeah, you're right, Season 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which, I don't know, I'm kind of weighing my options. I might just stay up drinking these until 3 o'clock when the finale comes on.
And Disney then just watch it?
Yeah.
Don't weigh your options, dude. Do it. I say do it. Do it.
Do it!
Speaking of Boba Fett, I'd like to report that our friend John Morton, a.k.a. Dak, is doing quite well right now.
And
over his house the other day.
Yeah, so. And he played Bespin Boba Fett. Right?
Yep, he was also in Superman 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was bummed that so on Disney Plus right now they have a whole mini documentary about Boba Fett and like the history. Like he was originally going to be an all-white character, kind of an alternate uniform of like elite stormtroopers.
Right.
And then they realized they didn't have the budget to make 100 of those, so they just made one and they painted it.
That's cool.
And they talk about Jeremy Bulloch and the people who played Boba Fett, and they didn't bring up John Morton, and I was bummed that they didn't do that. Yeah,
that's an injustice.
So.
To be honest, the Shia meme, just do it.
It is pretty great.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So, and for those of you who don't know, John Morton was on Appletinis with Ken. If you go to our page, YouTube or Facebook, I think.
Yes,
you
it's
go
on
back
both.
To
Star Wars episode.
Star
Wars special.
What a great show that was, man.
2018, I want to say 2018 December when Last Jedi came out.
Yeah.
Was it Last Jedi or was it? Yeah, it was Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
So Dak, John Morton came on our show, and a whole bunch of
cosplayers,
Star Wars cosplayers. Yeah. It was a great time. It was a great time. Great episode. Check it out if you can.
Fantastic episode. I had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I was just like Chewie.
Yes, you were.
I had my Chewbacca outfit.
Yep.
And John, Robert looked like Obi-Wan.
He did.
And we should have an Obi-Wan trailer any day now.
Speaking of Robert, I don't know, but speaking of Robert, check out these photos that we found today. You ready? We never showed these. These were from a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was from our Star Wars special.
It was.
Check it out.
Yep.
There it is, right there on the left. That's me. I'm playing Luke Skywalker.
Right.
Ominous positioning of my lightsaber.
Right.
Right.
Was that intentional?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think it was.
There's Han Solo, better known as Dan Franco, and there's Princess Leia, Johnny G.
That would be me.
And Robert, Darth Vader.
Dark helmet.
Dark helmet.
John
Dark
made me
helmet.
Han Solo. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done to me.
Right, you're Han Solo.
Hey,
dude.
it's
That's
better
awesome.
than being Princess Leia.
Solo.
That's incredible. Look at Darth Vader back there with his mustache.
Right, Sully playing Darth
Sully.
Vader.
Sully Sullenberger. And
I'm
then,
your father, Luke.
we never showed these pictures. There's me and the Jaws. It's the Jaws poster, right? Do you get that?
With
I'm
the
up there.
Appletini.
thought it was safe to go back in the Appletinis.
Exactly. You ready? Dun-dun, and then the yellow brick road to the Appletini.
That's
And
right.
it's the Wizard of Oz.
Look at.
Right? It's the four of us. Who's Dorothy? I'm going to say Robert. And then you got the Cowardly Lion, you got the Tin Man, and then you
Scarecrow.
You got the Scarecrow.
Am I? Oh, scared. Okay.
All right, everybody pick one really quick. Scarecrow! Oh!
I'll be the lion.
You going to be a lion?
Okay.
Are you the Tin Man?
I thought you would want
No,
to have behind
I'm
my
the
back.
Tin Man because I feel like I'm
thought you
100
were
years
two
old.
heads
My
behind my
body's
back.
killing me. So I'll be a
Knees are
Tin
all
Man.
locked up.
I need some oil.
That you do.
That's a good sound you got there, Ken.
I'm good with the sound
I
effects.
believe it.
I am.
Especially that.
I am.
One.
I am. You got any more of that
Yeah,
stuff over
man.
there?
Yeah.
I need another Appletini. 2 is not enough. I need 3.
This
You look
one's
like you're licking your bourbon over there, Dan, or just sniffing it.
Yeah. It's a little empty, but I've got another one on standby, so I'm gonna have to run around the corner in a second. But
Well,
I'm gonna
why don't you
hydrate a little
run
bit before I do
now? Go get it. All right, so let me get rid of these pictures, and then I will bring up, because I got to get out of here. I got a date with Destiny in 14 minutes.
Who? Destiny who?
Yeah, the Curse of Oak Island.
Oh.
They're gonna find more freaking
More wood. More rotten wood.
Oh my god.
And a couple pieces of rusty metal.
It's only, but they're going with the big cans. They're going with the big cans. All right, they're digging big, deep holes with wide, boom cans.
I gotta tell you, so I haven't watched the show in a while, but when I started watching it, it like sucked me in, and I was so intrigued, episode to episode. Like, come on, you gotta find something. But
I'm gonna do my pour.
Okay, let me see it. Up a little higher. There it is.
oh, look at that. Nice.
Very nicely done. All right, fair enough.
Like it.
I
Good
just
effects.
want to say one thing. I've got most people have like these really nice crystal mixing containers, where they do their cocktails and mixes. But I have these 2 plastic cups. One of them is from Hamilton, and one of them is from Waitress. And I mix all of my drinks in here, and I pour them. And tomorrow is the 3-year anniversary of losing our friend Rasik very suddenly, who was a bartender at Hamilton
3
and Waitress.
years.
And so, I think that's a good time to raise a glass to a good man and a good friend. And cheers.
So
I miss that guy.
So, not to add to that, but to add to that, 2022 has started out like shit when it comes to people dying.
Yeah.
My buddy Teddy, I don't know if you know Teddy Goebbels. But
Yeah, I
my
know.
buddy Teddy Goebbels died the other day.
I know who he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't make it was okay. Not to turn the show around, but he died from complications due to his kidney stones.
Right.
His kidney stones infected his kidneys, which made his kidneys shut down. That made his liver shut down, and then he just stopped breathing on the bed. It was like that, and he's only
Unreal.
53.
He's our age. Yeah,
53.
53. Man, crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
but anyway.
But here's
sorry,
to Teddy,
But yeah, here's to Teddy.
because we go to the places where he's been a manager.
Yep.
And my wife went to high school with
Coach Stokes is on the show. What's up, Kev? How you doing?
Hey, Kevin.
So his son Marcus is tearing it up right now.
Tearing it up.
Are you kidding me with that? Right? So
He was saying we should get him on the podcast, but I was like,
Let's
I don't
do
know. Well, we do alcohol, and he's underage.
Yes.
And I don't know if that. I don't want to.
But if his dad's with him, does that make it better?
I know. So maybe we should, let's wait until.
But shout out, he just got an offer from Penn State, who I hate, but I will root for them
No kidding.
for 3, 4, or 5 years if I have to.
I'm pretty sure. You watch this kid's videos and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he's going to get some other big-time offers. That wasn't the only one.
I've heard some rumors that there's more coming. But.
Yeah, I think he's going to. I don't know if Penn State's his spot.
And if it means anything, he's playing high school football at the same high school that another pretty famous guy played high school football. So he looks really good. Good job, Kev.
And he's lighting it up down there, too.
Yeah,
and if he has any numbers, which I think he will, close to Tebow's, well, yeah. That's pretty awesome.
I've been trying to use my, I don't know how I ended up with the blue check on Twitter, the verified check, but I try to use it for good sometimes, and I've been trying to hit up the Maryland coaching staff and be like, hey, you got to check this guy out.
Look at my nephew! Look at my nephew!
What's up, Greg?
Where his bull crap. Hard to believe 10 is 53. I guess he would have been 50, maybe.
50, that's younger than me.
I saw you. I watched your videos, Gregory, doing deadlifts, and you farted. I saw that video today. He did. He posted a video of himself shitting himself at the gym.
Post it. Let's put it up.
Right. Post it on the Appletinis site, Gregory. He did. He posted a video of himself doing a deadlift, and all of a sudden you hear,
hey, it happens.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
So, it's fired up. Kevin says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Dan, but my nephew got me fired up. Chap my ass. That guy. So.
I blew my back out.
Real quick before we move on, it's just one of those things. Just let the people in your life that matter know you love them and that they matter, and because you get a call from a friend that says, Ken called me and said, hey, Rasik died, and that's out of nowhere. I had just seen him a month earlier. My wife had just been texting with him the day before. So it's let the people know.
I mean, you just never know. You never know when, if, why, how. You just never know.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, guys. I might be a little drunk, but I love you.
Hey, I love you too, man.
Just say.
Love you guys. It's like this won't matter. This won't mean anything to you yet, John. But guys, I love you guys.
And I am just gonna say, I wouldn't rather be anywhere else on a Tuesday night than drinking appletinis and bourbon with my buddies. There you go.
Yeah, I also practice on Tuesdays, so.
Well, I don't think we're gonna do it every Tuesday. We might do it on
Love you
Monday.
too, Johnny.
Depends.
Johnny Jr.
Johnny Jr. Love you, Dan. Oh,
so
man.
we've missed a lot since the last time the three of us have been on the show together.
I know, we have.
My son, not to brag about kids, but Coach Stokes might appreciate this. My son became an outstanding rugby player this past year. Never played rugby before. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go and see him play because he just beats the shit out of people out there. But
well, he's humongous, John.
Yeah.
6'4" and what?
260?
Yeah, so he's a big kid. He's huge. He's huge.
Sam from the Night Watchman. Sam was on the crew. He was part of the prop crew, and really tall guy that ended up playing one of the tall clowns, I think.
Okay.
He signed a professional deal with New England on
Seriously?
Rugby. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he started out playing around here.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a pretty. I never knew much about the sport of rugby, and I still don't. But it's a really fun game to watch because it's 80 minutes of just kill the guy with the ball, basically.
Pretty much.
With
and
points.
That's what we used to play at recess.
Yeah.
Kill the man with the ball.
That's it.
Here you go. Get running.
Yep.
So. I have seen many times where football players have transitioned to rugby and they don't know that you actually have to touch the ball down, which is where the name comes from.
Right.
And they get jacked up in the end zone because they think they've scored and they haven't yet.
They haven't. You're right. You have to put the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've got an appointment at 9 o'clock, so we've got 5 minutes to get through 2 segments. So
we better do it. Let's go.
We can do
Moving forward.
The Oscars.
The Oscars. Yo.
Let's just talk. I've already talked about the two in my snubs. I'm bummed. Tick Tick Boom was great. Spider-Man should have been nominated.
Let's just run over the main categories real quick. That's all. Go ahead.
Best Picture. Belfast. Coda, which Ken and I both love.
Love it.
Don't Look Up. loved it. Drive My Car, haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it.
Dune, surprise.
Yes. I really like Dune, but I was like, that's it? It's over? What the fuck? I gotta wait till Dune 2. Okay.
Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
Can I say something about King Richard?
Yep.
All right, so King Richard is produced by Trevor White, who is from Annapolis, Maryland.
No kidding.
How about that? An Annapolis kid, him and his brother, Trevor and Tim White, produced that movie, and congratulations, they will be up on stage.
Good
they
for
will
them.
be at the Oscars.
Yeah.
So congratulations to two Annapolis boys.
And that movie looks really good.
Who've done well. It's fantastic. It's a great, Will Smith. You got John Bernthal in it as well, who's a friend of mine. I got a poster of him right here on my wall.
Sure do.
Mary. His first feature film that I worked on with him back in D.C. in 2000. And if you haven't seen it, it's called Mary.
Yep. Quite contrary.
Starring John Bernthal and Ken Arnold. It's a lot of fun. So... But, two Annapolis boys. I worked on Jamesy Boy with Trevor, and he has worked his way up the ladder, and now he's got 6 Oscar nominations for this film.
That's
6.
Outstanding.
And I can't wait, and I hope they win.
The girls that played Serena and Venus were fantastic.
Oh, they were great. They were absolutely phenomenal.
West Side Story was, we went and saw that in the theater. If you get a chance to see it on the big screen, do it. It's fantastic. I know people are like, it's already a movie. How dare he go back but Broadway does it all the time. Christmas, Jamie.
He shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
he just pops in.
Yeah.
And Christmas Ranch wasn't nominated. Seeing as how Christmas Ranch came out in 2018, Jamie, it's not eligible this year. So it was snubbed in 2018.
But Hope's Legacy was not. He said 2. He was talking about Hope's Legacy.
No, he wasn't. He just said Christmas Ranch.
Yep.
I'll post it back.
He said Christmas Ranch too. Oh, okay. Sorry, he didn't. I was looking at a different comment there.
But yeah,
right above it.
Yeah, it's playoffs in 2 weeks.
But West Side Story, like people who have been friends of ours have said, how dare he do first movie was perfect. First movie was great, but he got Kushner, who wrote Angels in America. He got a great scriptwriter to come in, write a new script around the music. It's fantastic. It looks amazing. It looks like vintage.
Oh, it looks great.
Golden era Hollywood.
That's why it's nominated for a cinematography award because it look and Janusz Kaminski is freaking one of the. Sorry, I worked with him on Minority Report, and just to watch that guy work, man, freaking, he's amazing.
Yeah. It was just really great watching that. Dune was, I thought, great. I never liked the original. I never got it. It just seemed boring and slow. This had a little bit more oomph to it.
Well, I think what helped it, Dan, was the special effects caught up to the scope of that film. What you needed to make that film what it's supposed to be. Because that book is fantastic. And, when you visualize that in your head when you read the book, you're like, man. And back then, they just didn't have the special effects to make that a reality. And I think they did. Because I've seen both. And I like the old Dune. I didn't hate it. I just felt that this one had the special effects to go along with it. Like all the Marvel movies now and the superhero stuff. The special effects have caught up and they look fantastic now where, you even go back 20 years to the first Harry Potters and you're like, oh, that's CGI. So
yeah.
Right.
So, but now it's caught up and it's just amazing. It's amazing what they can do.
And I really, like we both talked about, we've talked a lot this past week about Coda. If you haven't seen Coda, it's on Apple TV, Apple, what is their channel called?
Apple Plus. Yeah, Apple Plus.
Yeah. She's on the Today Show too, isn't she?
Who's that? Coda?
No,
not Hoda.
I thought you said Hoda.
Not Hoda Kotb. It's Coda, which stands for...
Horseface?
No.
Oh.
Again, we're not talking about it. Exactly. What is going on right now? Why so angry at Hoda?
It's not angry. It's just the end of Appletinis is what it is.
My man's going after her. Relax. She's great. I love Hoda.
She's great. Yeah.
I love Coda.
I love Coda. Coda hot beat.
You see Coda?
Who are we talking about now? I don't even know. But anyway, Coda stands for Child of Deaf Adults. Deaf, not death. Deaf adults. And the movie is fantastic. Some of the scenes in there, Dan, and I know we talked about this, but man, they're so emotional and they hit you so hard. It's unreal. And he's nominated. The father, the guy who plays the father, is nominated for supporting actor, and he doesn't utter a word.
Right.
He doesn't. He's deaf. Yeah, amazing.
He's worked with the Star Wars group, and he does the sign language for the Sand People.
Yes, he does. Mm-hmm.
So Tony Kuzer.
He's fantastic.
Interesting.
Troy.
Yeah, but he's fantastic. So, other than the snubs, though, I mean, you look at actor in a leading role, Dan.
Yep.
You got Javier Bardem. He was good. I don't think he's going to win. Benedict Cumberbatch, Power of the Dog. Fantastic. The movie was a little bit slow burn movie, but I really enjoyed the ending. Andrew Garfield, phenomenal in Tick, Tick, Boom. He was also good in The Eyes of Tammy Faye, by the way. If you haven't seen it yet, and I know we have to see it for SAG Awards, but he was fantastic in that. Will Smith
and he was great
Richard.
in Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, of course. What a year for him. Eyes of Tammy Faye, right? Tick, Tick, Boom, and Spider-Man.
Yep.
That's amazing, right? Because, you thought, and he even says it in the film, number 3. But anyway.
He's my number 2.
And you know what? I get it, Denzel, but I got to tell you, I've seen Macbeth, and visually stunning. I thought it was amazing, the cinematography and everything in it. It's nominated for that award. But this is just Denzel going, look at me, I'm Macbeth. That's what I got from this. This is like the Denzel show. I want another Oscar. I'm gonna do Macbeth. So that's what I got from this. So just say,
gotcha.
That's me.
What a group of actors, though.
Oh yeah,
and
ridiculous.
Will Smith got a nomination for King Richard.
Yeah. Yes, and Will Smith was great. But in Macbeth though, the actors that are in Macbeth, fantastic. Every one of them. The woman who plays the witch or witches, because she plays all 3.
Okay.
She's amazing. Yeah, check that out. She does a fantastic job.
I'm trying to get through the last few. I've got Macbeth, Power of the Dog, and the Ricardos to get through before I vote, and we have a couple weeks left before the SAG Awards.
Yeah. So, and let's go to actress in a leading role, and then we'll move on. Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. She was fantastic. She did an amazing job. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter. It's an odd movie, Dan. I don't know if you've seen that one yet. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it, and I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah. It can feel slow and boring at times, but her performance is amazing. Her character is not very likable at all, not even a little bit. So, but she's amazing. Penelope Cruz I haven't seen. Nicole Kidman I saw, she was good, and Kristen Stewart I have not seen yet, but I'm going to see Spencer at some point.
That was a surprise because she didn't get nominated in the SAG Awards.
Yeah, she didn't. I thought maybe she would. So,
real quick side note, Nicole Kidman. Have you seen 9 Perfect Strangers? Anybody?
Yeah, she's great.
Oh yeah,
great.
Yeah.
What a crazy show that
it is.
Oh
it
my
is an
God.
odd show.
Odd.
So, yeah, no. Look, LeBron James for Space Jam. That's a Razzie. Everybody hates Razzie. Do you know the Razzies
Everybody hates LeBron.
have their own Bruce Willis category?
Yeah.
Because he's in
Seriously?
so many crappy movies every year.
Bruce Willis performance.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
He was in like 6 movies this year. They were all terrible. Poor Bruce.
But he did that before too. Like in the mid '90s, he had that string of like Striking Distance, where he was the Pittsburgh River Cop, and
I like Striking Distance. Don't you ever badmouth Striking Distance, Dan Franco. Don't you ever. You watch your mouth.
I got that poster because I worked at the movie theater then. I had that poster, so I'm not hating on it, but in the scheme of things, it's not his best performance. So,
all right, but still, don't you badmouth that movie.
I think
like
Moonlighting was his best performance. No?
It was good. Moonlighting was good. I enjoyed that show.
And it takes place in Pittsburgh, and fuck Pittsburgh.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel about Pittsburgh. But if
I like the city. I hate their fans.
If a movie was shooting in Pittsburgh and they said, "Hey Dan, we want you to work on it," what would you say?
I've been there already to shoot. So
all right, there you go. See, I see.
Pittsburgh. There's several restaurants and bars that I'm a big fan of, right around Market Square.
So, and look at this. He has a deal where he gets like $1 million for 3 days. Look at that.
Is that true?
I guess. I know Jamie would know. But you never know with Jamie. He thinks Christmas Ranch is a fantastic Oscar.
Look at that picture of Jamie.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Look at that profile picture.
Did you see that?
1988.
Look at Bubba. Jumping in there.
Shitbird.
Cheers, Bubba.
That's funny as hell. All right, so the Oscars are coming up. That's great. We got all the nominations. Fantastic. What do we got left?
Ken and I get to vote in the SAG Awards. They're coming up at the end of February.
And we're probably going to do something for the SAG Awards for the Actors Club Facebook page. So which we could also do here. Or we can share it and do both. Yeah. So which would be cool. All right, so what do we got left? What's?
I guess we have to talk about DC football.
Do we?
Really? Damn. All right,
let's
go.
So here's the thing. And I'll go ahead and just bite this off here. You picked an Arena League football name, so it's only fitting that your uniforms look like an Arena League football team. It's garbage.
The W.
I hate it.
I don't.
The W is the least of my issues.
There it is.
But it looks so.
And actually, the colors are fine. The helmet is fine.
Yeah.
I like the helmet. Jersey is actually fine. I don't like the gold. I prefer the white with the gold trim, but I hate this whole thing. And this is an NFL problem, not just a Washington problem.
Right.
The black.
I hate when they look like they're in a unitard.
Yeah.
Right.
Like for me, Washington is burgundy on white or white on burgundy.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's terrible, the uniforms. And I'm sure they're going to mix up the combinations, but the name is, but I was thinking about this. So and this is not like dumping on the Giants, but Giants is kind of a ambiguous name. Like it's not like the Detroit Lions or
right.
We have an animal or Giants are. So the Commanders, if we'd had this name since the 30s, like the Giants have, we'd probably be just like, it's the Commanders, but. Just picking that out of the options, it just feels.
They didn't think that through either.
Agreed.
They were like, "What nicknames could people possibly come up with?" Because Philly fans immediately went to the Washington Commies. Yeah, the Washington Commies, and then of course people were like,
or the Durs,
it was the Commodores that everybody was getting with the Lionel. I think that might have been better. Commodore.
Yeah.
And you could have Lionel Richie come and sing the national anthem.
But John, the Giants are the G-men, so the Commanders can be the C-men.
Oh, if you want to call them that, you can. Yeah. Russell Crowe should be the mascot.
I'm very disappointed in the name. I'll still root for the team. I think at this point I'm probably even Baltimore and Washington. I don't really. I like the players. I just. But here's the thing. If this organization has an opportunity to make the wrong choice, they take it every single time.
100%.
So we shouldn't have expected anything less.
Dan, I think you guys are still the Redskins right now. And until you get a new owner, I think it's going to be that way. So, as a football fan looking from the outside in, your organization is a mess.
Shit show.
And it's top down. It's the
down.
guy at the top. It's not the players. It's not the coaches. It's him. And until he's gone, it's a shame because you guys were a once proud franchise, and you guys
Yeah,
had John
no
Riggins,
doubt about
and
it.
you had Joe Theismann, and you had Art Monk,
An
and
awesome
you had
fan
all
base
those,
and-
you had Dexter Manley and all these great players. I mean, and they were
Jason Campbell.
Jason Campbell.
Just
But
kidding.
anyway, what I'm saying is you guys can get back there, but some things got to change, and I think the biggest thing is Snyder's got to go. You just got to get somebody else because.
And here's the thing that I have a problem with this whole process. Like, okay, and there's so many people that there's a conversation beyond that I'm willing to go into, but about whether they needed to change the name at all. I get that it was troublesome. I'm fine that they decided they needed to move on from it. But if this guy is not going to be the owner, he shouldn't have been able to pick the name that's going to go forward.
Agreed.
He shouldn't have been the guy in the chair. It should have been the Washington football team until they figure out what the hell they're doing with the ownership, and then they should have picked it.
And I think my choice would have been lose the football team, and you guys are just Washington. Period. I know you guys are playing football. You're in the NFL.
Right.
What other sport would you be playing? So I would go with Washington. That would be mine.
It did make it hard because you couldn't refer to, like when you say, the guys from the Eagles or the Eagles receiver. You could say the team receiver.
The DC. You could say DC.
Right.
You could say DC.
Quarterback. Yeah.
You could say
So
DC. DC. No. DC. Maybe. I don't know.
And I'll be honest, I never really, I call them the Skins more than I call them the Redskins. Like even that, you can't even abbreviate our name. Like,
No,
you can't. I feel bad for you, Dan.
Well, it just stinks that you had to change the name in the first place.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
They're going after the Vikings now. You know that, right?
Because they rape and
Are
pillage.
they really?
Yeah.
They raped, they pillaged.
I have no problem with the Vikings.
I don't either. I didn't have a problem with the Redskins. It's an honor,
I mean,
if you ask me.
so.
Thank God I'm the Giants fan because the only people that can be mad about the
You think
Giants
they'll go
are
after
tiny people.
And I'm
Which-
just
which,
asking
by
a
the
question.
way-
I'm asking.
They're a very small population, Dan.
Yes.
Oh shit!
I'm going to ask a question here. And I'm going to ask a question, and I'm not
DC
saying
butt
which
diddles.
I'm not going to say which way I'm thinking. I'm going to ask a question here. I'm not going to say whether I believe in it or I don't believe in it. But do you think that they're going to go after the Chiefs? Do you think they're going to go after the Braves? Do you
Yeah,
think, you know what I'm
100%.
saying?
I don't because Chiefs and Braves aren't the same as a generic name for Indians or Redskins or natives or so it's a little bit different. It's just like the Seminoles. Seminoles have the blessing of the tribe. The Chiefs are not a derogatory term or can't be even really viewed as a derogatory term. And so I think that's the difference.
Okay.
Fair enough.
But
I was just asking a question. That's all I want to
Did
know.
you see? So they're doing Disney's been. I think this is their way to get around all their stuff going into the public domain. They've been making live actions of all of their original movies. So Cinderella, Aladdin. Because if you make new versions of your property, it doesn't go into the public. Jeez, public domain.
Put his other one up. Put his other one up, not the
Which
traffic.
one?
Higher up. No, up higher.
So
How about this one?
Yeah, that one.
ouch.
That's
Kurt.
funny.
Oh, Curtis is on a roll.
So they're doing a live action of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Peter Dinklage blew up. He was like, "Look, I've been busting my ass for the last 10 years to kind
Seriously.
of show that small people, little people, can be more than just your gimmicky." And so he's pretty pissed off that they're going with the live action dwarves, but so
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
there are dwarves out there going, I want that role.
Yeah, I want that role.
So, I mean, who is he King Dwarf now?
I'm sure it was the same with the Wizard of
like-
Oz.
So that's like Ruffalo. Ruffalo won't take a role as a mafia person. I will take a mafia role.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
I will be in the TV show of
Look.
the Saints of Newark or whatever. I don't care.
Right now, and this is not a joke. This is dead serious. Every role I get is a bad white guy. Every role. It's just what it is right now, and I understand that. But you know, where do I go? Who do I complain to? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I play the redneck who's homophobic. I play the cop who, you know, is shooting people in the streets. When does it end? That's my point. When does it end?
It's not gonna.
When's it gonna end? And when are people just gonna say, you know what? We're doing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We need some people who
Right.
are
Play
dwarfs.
that role.
Yes. I mean, really, come on. Is everybody got to get offended? Everything that I say that comes out of my mouth is going to offend somebody.
Yep.
Right? Everything that I say or do as a middle-aged white dude is going to piss somebody off.
Truth.
Sorry, but I'm not sorry.
That's the truth.
Right? I'm not sorry anymore. I really am not. That's where I'm at. In my life, I'm not sorry anymore.
Nope.
I'm really not. You've beaten me down to the point where I don't give a fuck. I'm not sorry. So, oh well. You can tell me I can say or do whatever, but you know what? I'm not sorry anymore. Show just went. Poof.
It happens.
Flaming
Peter Dinklage, you were great.
It's my show. I don't care. But it's true. Right? And that's right, Jamie Nash. I did want that dopey role. God damn it.
He is the taller of them.
Don't you forget it.
Isn't he?
So, anyway, guys, we've been on for over an hour. We've been on
We
for
have.
an hour and 15 minutes.
Nice.
And I'm missing my favorite show.
Uh-oh. They're going to dig up dirt and wood.
Right.
Freaking right. And I need to get to it.
And some
'Cause I know
rusty
Dan
stuff.
DeLuca and Renee Miranda are waiting for me to get over there and find out what they're going to find.
Where is Dan DeLuca?
He's watching Curse of Oak Island right now. He's waiting for me on Facebook. So, but guys, we had a great night. We had a lot of cool topics that we talked about.
It was fun.
It was fun. Thank you, Jan, for
Good to be
joining me.
back.
Johnny G, thanks for coming over. I appreciate it. We're going to get out of here, but thank you, everybody at home. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for grabbing your appletini. Whoop, I went behind the bubble Dan.
Yeah, he did.
You did.
Like that. Let me come back over here. But thank you for joining us, you guys at home. I appreciate it. And like Dan said, we're going to be doing the podcast. We're going to be on all the podcast outlets. So, yes, even Spotify. So Dan can pull it off of Spotify.
Which reminds me, my buddy who lives in Ireland, he does a weekly podcast. He would like to do a podcast with us.
We need to get on there.
Yeah, he's
Right?
Yeah.
And I'll talk in my Irish
One of
accent.
my best friends.
And he'll be
Don't-
like,
don't-
what are you
don't do
doing,
that.
you arsehole?
No, they have enough of them doing that. I'm going to play golf with them in Myrtle Beach. I can't wait.
I love it. So anyway. All right, Shirley. My sister says Shirley needs her Senecot.
Oh, she hasn't pooped in a while, huh?
That's right. She's got to get it. Bubba Wheelock. We'll see you, Bubba. Thanks for joining, man.
See you guys.
All right. You
Play the
ready?
music, man.
I'm going to play us out. Here we go, guys. We haven't heard this song in quite some time.
Cheers, everybody.
All right, good night. We'll see you guys next time.
Appletinis with Ken. Appletinis with Ken. Oh yeah. Appletinis with Ken. Appletinis with Ken. Oh yeah. Oh, oh,